All right, Coach, thank you as always. EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to chilly, but of course sold out Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it'll be a great one between the Oakland Raiders and the Kansas City Chiefs. The winner here goes to the Super Bowl, and we'll know soon enough which team that'll be as we are underway in the AFC title game. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start here with Jackson. They'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Bravo, 50, plant.
Get off the field. Let's get off the field. 24 is the mic. 24 is the mic. Let's go.
2nd and 9 now. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete.
Let him know, let him know. 24 is the mic. 24 is the mic.
They'll set up a throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
At their own 23-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 23. They begin the drive with Charles. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Hey, 15.
And he'll get this one up to the 26. They follow up the 1st down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
The Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down.
Yellow.
Wow, move. 52, 52. Watch 2
Now this time Mahomes will throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. And on a stage of this magnitude, the conference championship, so many early game jitters can happen, so that score is a big relief to a coach.
Yeah, no one wants to mention that in the locker room before the game. No one says, hey, listen, don't fumble or don't do this because you don't want negative thoughts. That's why getting off to a good start is so huge for everyone. The first score in the conference title game, massive.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That one good for 12 yards in a Kansas City first. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
Motion, motion, motion.
Yellow.
Mike 54.
Let's go, baby.
Mike 54. Bravo. Bring it. Bring it. Right there. 54.
On 1st down, Mahomes. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Carson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
42-yard line.
Come on, Mike. Here we go.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
They run on 1st down with Jackson. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. On the ground, this is Jackson. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
18 days. Hey, move it.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9. At the Chiefs' 24-yard line.
53 is the mic.
Let's go.
He'll look to throw. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And job 1 here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 26-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
On the run, it's Charles. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
3rd and 2.
Yellow. On the line.
Tight down. There you go.
57. Hero 15.
Echo.
short yardage situation. Here's Charles. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Now it appears we're going to get whistles and a stop, a man down on the return. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. And now before this 4th and 2 play comes to fruition, they're going to think about it and call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's the Chiefs punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A first down there on a pickup of 25. They'll run on first down. It's Jackson, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Here we go. This is 60 or. Here we go. Hey, Haywood.
6-man.
2nd and 11. It's caught by Jackson. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs.
24 is the mic. Ready?
Watch it. Hey, stand up. Ready?
They're going to look to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
It's now 3rd and 4.
Yellow.
Drop deep, drop deep.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Fight on these two. Fight on these two. Go on, Eddie.
Hey, come on now. Come on now.
Now a handoff looking right.
It's right. It's right.
Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And he'll give it here to his running back. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The Chiefs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
I'm coming.
Working from the gun, Mahomes going for it all. Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls, and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive, capture the field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland 1st down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Check 3.
On the carry, it's Jackson. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Coming again.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
Here we go, D.
X3. 218. Chop it.
Top dog.
Rock it. Yo, cheetah. Be grip.
On 2nd down, this is Jackson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one good for 13 and a Raider 1st down. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 48-yard line. On the run, this is Jackson. And he's got some space here. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a 1st. AFC title game, 2nd quarter action, 2 minutes to play. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report in a bit. The coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, coach. Break it down.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Here we go. 90 Wolf. 22 jet bomber.
Alert 3. Alert 3.
Leo.
Hey, check 24. Check 24. Check.
Back.
On second down, it's Jackson. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Mike 51. Hey, man. Watch the boot.
Roll out.
On third down, this is Jackson. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important fourth down. And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on fourth.
Go.
24's the mic. Watch the out.
Go.
I got it. 24.
Hey, wahoo.
Watch the ball. 24's the mic. I got it. 24's the mic.
Get it.
Looking to throw. Eluding the pressure right.
You ain't doing nothing today.
And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple.
Not today.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Going to give this time to the tailback. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
Yellow. Go on, Eddie.
In your face.
15.
52's the mic. Watch Mike.
Throwing on second down. Mahomes. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Able to get there and pick it.
These guys take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. After the loss to start out, here's second and 11. They'll drop the throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. There is answered.
How did they get that done?
On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot in the big game, their big play ability. They can strike from anywhere.
And the kick here is good with a penalty flag down as well, and they may have run into him after the kick went away. So we are halfway home to figuring out who will represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with third and just a yard.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Yellow. There's a line, right?
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Come on.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
Mike Yellow.
Tackle.
They go play fake. Mahomes. He's going to look deep down the field. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Bound to lose one. Check 99. Check 90. Easy.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Tally, that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a first down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 46.
Watch the whip. Check. Fresno.
Now a handoff here to his running back. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now they try the right side here. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 27 yards there, a first down.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw down that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's second and 13.
Yellow. Undercut. Alpha.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a first and goal. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try and punch it in. Gordon. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. Second and goal from the 1. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that is going to set up third and goal. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a fourth and goal.
This defense continues to be good on third down. I mean, they haven't allowed a touchdown offensively. Are you saying, let's go for this? Let's try to get it in the end zone.
I don't know about that because of what you just described. They've been so good, and they don't give up the big play that you would expect in downs 1 through 3. Why should fourth down be any different? True. You might want to go ahead and kick the field goal and see if you can figure out something else as this game moves on.
54, right there. 54.
Mahomes throwing on fourth. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Khalil Mack. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on second and 13. And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. They'll get 4 on second down, but it leaves them with third and still 9 to go. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And that will be incomplete.
Well, the fans should be applauding this defense right now. It's an excellent job. They force a 3 and out, and they should be able to set up their guys with great field position, probably near midfield or better.
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was,
through an opening, and there he goes. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A big play there. 56 yards as his guys are back within a single score. And on that long run, maybe the defense
caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
And he is into the end zone again. So get him some oxygen. He scores on the long run and then punches in the two-point conversion for good measure. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
Space to maneuver at the 40. Nifty footwork at the 45. And finally brought down at the 43. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down. Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter. On first down, Jackson. He'll have another first down and more. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll run on first down. Jackson. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
Go. 18 yards.
First down, Raiders.
Let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
On first down, Jackson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain. So the solid run on first, and I would imagine no real hurry to run that second down play.
No, it's all in your quarterback now. He's going to keep an eye on the play clock and bleed things down, and he's not going to let the ball be snapped until it's inside 3 seconds left on the play clock. Unless, of course, you're playing a video game, you're trying to run it up on your friend.
Nice touch. Cold-blooded, too. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Check safety. Back. Kill. Turn.
There. Go. Hey,
let's calm down. Hey, let's go. Calm.
shoot.
On 3rd down. It's Jackson, and they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard.
Hey, team 6. Recon, 152 fighter.
It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day.
Hey, exit.
Hey, Mike 51. We own them. 51's the mic. 51's the mic.
He'll drop to throw. The quick slant caught. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders.
Good job.
A 5-yard touchdown. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
That's fielded in the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Raiders pick it up. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy. because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
His throw caught at about the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
At the 37-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. And they give this time to the tailback. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 5. Mahomes now to throw. Looking deep downfield. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off inside the 10. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Watch the screen! Watch the screen! Watch the screen!
Hey, Charlie! Let's go!
They'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
That's a bold strike right there, taking it downfield and putting some air on it. But how about the coverage? Able to get his hands across the receiver and bat the ball down.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw here. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. They run with Jackson out of the gun. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. They run again with Jackson. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be giving a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front have made a lot of space.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
Hey, Orvin, look at me, zipper.
24 is the mic. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Here we go.
Hey, Foxtrot. Get it.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And this punt sails over the sideline. And the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line. And the AFC champion has been crowned onto the Super Bowl. There cannot be a better feeling than this.
It's almost indescribable. And when we talk to players from the past, a lot of them mention getting to the Super Bowl, winning a conference championship, even before they talk about the Super Bowl itself. All that hard work to get to your goal, incredible.
And that does it for the conference championship. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And for our entire crew, we'll see you 2 weeks at the Super Bowl. This is the NFL on EA Sports.